Connecting with others is so essential for our mental and emotional well-being. And honestly, we just want to be nurtured, loved, and accepted by the people around us. But sometimes we find ourselves having a hard time being vulnerable and showing up as our authentic selves, in fear that if we do show up that way, we may not be accepted, we may be rejected. If you're looking to establish deeper connections and build trust with someone, then keep watching, because I'm going to share steps to help you nurture those connections. For more tips on how to take charge of your love life, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. First, I want you to know vulnerability is not weakness, and it's not letting someone take advantage of you. What it really is having the courage to show up and be seen as your true authentic self, flaws and all. If you are embarrassed or ashamed of something in your life and you've been hiding it for a really long time, it's about you accepting that and sharing that with someone that you trust. You don't have to be vulnerable with everyone, but someone that you trust, that you care about, that you want to build a deeper connection with. For example, I had a client that was deeply ashamed that he got a divorce, and he actually hid it from all the people that he dated. But what happened was it didn't foster trust with the people that he was dating. And I worked with him to heal his shame story around divorce. He was able to communicate his truths and what he learned about it, and it built deep intimacy with the person that he was dating. And obviously it created a connection, and now they're in a relationship. So imagine the things that you might be ashamed of, that you need help healing and just processing, and talk about it as if it's something that you learn from rather than be ashamed of. By being vulnerable, you build trust and intimacy with those around you. Step number 2 is self-acceptance. Like I said earlier, the gentleman that had a hard time accepting that he was divorced and he had shame around it, well, he couldn't show up his authentic self. You need to have an emotional connection with yourself. You need to love all parts of you, knowing that there are strengths, there are weaknesses, there are flaws, and all of that makes you who you are. But if you're only accepting the good parts of you and denying the parts that you feel are weaknesses, guess what? Like attracts like. If you don't show up authentic and loving all parts of you, how can you expect to meet somebody that will love all of you as well? Self-acceptance starts with tremendous self-compassion, meaning I want you to speak to yourself as you would speak to someone you loved. As an exercise of self-compassion, I'd like for you to pay 5 compliments to yourself, even when it's uncomfortable. And I want them to be factual and true. And I want you to do it on a daily basis, because this is going to help condition and program you to think positively of yourself, to focus on your strengths rather than your weaknesses. Step number 3 is to ask for what you need. Actually, it's essential to do this. People are not mind readers, and it's okay for you to have limits and boundaries. It will help build and foster respect between you and the other person by you asserting your boundaries and being clear about what your needs are and how the person can make you happy. If someone asks you to do something, before saying yes, I want you to check in with yourself and ask yourself, how do I feel about this? Am I comfortable with this? Am I not comfortable with this? You know, if you give yourself too much without really honoring your own needs, that's how you'll get overwhelmed. You'll feel resentment. But if you slow down and check in and say, nope, this is not good to me and doesn't feel good to me, I'm going to say no. And I'm going to say, thank you so much for considering, but this is something that I feel like I can't help you with. And it's okay for you to say no. You're teaching people how to treat you. The key is to start getting comfortable with disappointing people, but actually, by doing that, you're not disappointing yourself. Step number 4 is for you to have patience. Relationships aren't built overnight. Even when you're vulnerable, it takes time for you to build a connection with the other person and have them feel comfortable enough so that they can be vulnerable with you too. Now, if you're vulnerable with someone and they are never vulnerable with you, then that's a red flag sign that they're not willing to open up. And that's okay. Don't judge them for it. Maybe they are processing their own emotions and they're not ready to open up yet. But if you're looking to create a deeper connection with someone, then your goal is to find somebody that is willing to open up with you. And vulnerability is not perfect, right? You may stumble and fall. You may say things that you might kick yourself for saying, but I want you to be compassionate with yourself. Again, self-acceptance is key for you to show up authentic while you're being vulnerable. Now I want to hear from you. Do you struggle with vulnerability? What steps have you taken to become more vulnerable? Listen, this was not taught to all of us, especially if we came from a home where children were to be seen, not heard. Then we tend to shut our emotions and feelings down. And if you need help in learning how to be more vulnerable and build that connection, I'm here for you. Just visit me at amythedatingcoach.com, and I have private coaching and group workshops to support you in your journey. Again, I'm so thankful for you joining me today. Leave your comments and questions below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.